A woman is hit by a car this weekend while watching a driver burn out in a parking lot. Good evening, I'm Brian Mastery.
I'm Zia Taher. Investigators want to know if she's okay. They also want to warn others it's dangerous behavior. First Alert 6's Andrew Pfeiffer tonight on what the sheriff is doing to crack down on this. He's live in the studio. Andrew.
Well, Brian and Zena, the sheriff says the woman who was hit was never identified, leaving authorities worried about her condition. Last night, they made one arrest and cited two others as part of this crackdown. The video we're about to show you was posted by the sheriff's office earlier this evening. A warning, you may find it disturbing.
But there was guns, there was drugs, and there was alcohol. That is a fatal combination and a recipe for disaster.
Disturbing video shared from the Douglas County Sheriff's Facebook page shows several people watching a driver doing donuts in a parking lot. A woman eventually is struck by the car. The sheriff's office cannot find her.
The worst case scenario, is she dead somewhere? Or is she critically injured somewhere, laying on someone's bed right now in a coma?
Last night, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office made one arrest and cited two others near 134th and F Streets. They are cracking down on what authorities are calling dangerous car meetups.
What may seem like fun, unfortunately, is statistically one of the most deadly criminal behavior that we have in our county right now.
According to Sheriff Hansen, these meetups are happening all over.
Oftentimes we see them in parking lots for large retail venues. It's the top complaint that we get across the county.
While the behavior is considered dangerous, it also comes with a price tag.
They have to paint and repaint these parking lots, and that costs tens of thousands of dollars.
Sheriff Hansen says there are safer alternatives to test your skills.
Take it to the track. If you want to test your vehicle, take it to a location where it's safe and legal.
The sheriff's office is asking the public for information about who the woman is and where she might be. Live in the studio, Andrew Pfeiffer, First Alert 6.